Hi and welcome back to the Goddess Diaries. My name is Nina Hay. Hi, thank you for coming back to watch this, and if you're just new to the channel, please subscribe if you like what you see. Right, so I haven't been on for a wee while, and that is just life, really. I did start off my teen tarot and said, right, okay, I'll do this every week, but what I should have said is I'm going to try and do this every week, because life just takes over, work takes over, you just get busy, and then I was on holiday and these things just happen, so we can't always manage to get on when I say I'm going to get on. Although a couple of things I should never say is, be making a video every week and this is just going to be a short video because these things just never happen, so I'm going to try and stop saying things like that. So anyway, hope we're all well, hope we've all been having a fab couple of weeks. The last video that I did put up was the ancestry one. I know that it's not everyone's kind of cup of tea, and that's absolutely fine. At the end of it I did hint a bit about witch trials, so that is getting edited today. Today is, I think, the 14th of August 2019. So I'm actually now finding some time today to get that edited. Now on Sunday the 11th of August I did a beginner's tarot workshop. I did that up here in Scotland and through in Bellshill, and I had the most amazing ladies there during the workshop, just covering different things, you know, like morals and do's and don'ts and things of tarot reading. Made me realise that for the different videos that I have made, that I've never actually really covered that. I've never really spoke about it. Now, if you're a tarot reader and you are watching this, then you already know that, but there is a lot of people out there, and you will probably know people who, when it comes to tarot reading and maybe making money or giving free readings, whatever, morals kind of go out the window. Sometimes I watch some of these tarot readers and I cringe, and I would never say anything to them because it's not my place, it's not my business. Who do I think I am telling them what they should and shouldn't be saying? They should just know that they shouldn't be doing that. So some of the things that I'm going to be covering is morals. Okay, so the first thing is having some morals in tarot reading. Firstly, we should never be discussing things like divorce and death, predictions, right? We are not fortune tellers. Fortune tellers, in my opinion, okay, this is my opinion, fortune tellers is something that was created from showman, like a showmanship. Okay, if you're putting on a show somewhere, whether like many years ago, way before my time, when they would have like kind of like circuses and things, and you'd always have the fortune teller in the caravan or in the tent with the headscarf on, and just your typical how they think a fortune teller should look, right? Whether it was gypsy or not, they would probably most often say it was. Big hoop earrings, headscarf, bells, whatever, lots of cloths everywhere, and these people were fortune tellers. I don't like that at all. I don't like that phrase, fortune tellers, because we're not. We are not. Who are we to predict anything? We use tarot as a tool, okay? We use it as a divination tool, and we can give you tarot guidance from picking up on energy and the guidance from the cards, okay? So the more that you read cards, the more intuitive you get. Now everybody is intuitive to a certain extent, and I say a certain extent because most of us maybe don't even realise how intuitive we are. We maybe just go, oh no, I've just got a wee funny feeling about something or a wee bit of them, and that's your intuition, and the more that you work and get to have that relationship with yourself. The more you get to know yourself, the more you realise what's your thoughts and what isn't your thoughts and the feelings, and the more your intuition grows, okay? The more you become, well, it's like I say, it's always there, so how I like to think is, the more aware you are of it, the more you can use it, and the more you've got an understanding. So it's probably there and working with you and guiding you, and you don't even notice, maybe, okay? Right, so that's what I think, that's my opinion on it. So fortune tellers, no. If we get a time of the year, we get like a month where it's correct, then I think that's absolutely fab. If you're one of these people that like to pinpoint dates and times, and that's up to you. To me, I'm just thinking if that happens, that's pure coincidence. That's my opinion. Like I say, I just think these kind of things are coincidental, and I think as tarot readers we have an absolute moral responsibility to the people that are coming to get a reading from us. I watch so many saying, oh no, no, I don't feel you're going to be pregnant at all this year. Do you understand the power of words? Okay, this is what a lot of people have to understand. Tarot reading is not a game unless it's something that you're choosing to make a game, and it's only for yourself, or it's only maybe like selected friends and family, and you are stipulating this is just a bit of fun, blah 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 blah. I don't use mine for a bit of fun, but I'm just saying there's other people out there that I understand probably do, and if you make that very clear, then that's absolutely fine. But we have a moral duty as a tarot reader to the people who come to us for guidance. People, if you are having an amazing time in your life and everything is going absolutely brilliant, you're not going to go and look for help. So if you have any kind of issue at all in your life, or someone has an issue in their life, that is when they're going to seek guidance. They don't understand what's going on in their life, or they really do need help coming to a decision. You are not just a tarot reader. You're not just somebody on this other side of a camera speaking in and making a video. You are not just someone who's doing a Facebook live or doing a YouTube live. You are realistically like a therapist or counsellor, a guidance counsellor, spiritual counsellor. This is what you are. And you have to have, and obviously, like when I say you have to have, that is like just the way that I'm saying it. I'm not speaking to you and you and you. I'm just speaking as a kind of for the sake of using the word, that's how I'm going to do it. You have an absolute moral responsibility to the people that are coming to you. You know, these are your clients. These people are your customers. They are protected by GDPR, they're protected by data protection, they're protected by every single moral code, you know, client to counsellor confidentiality. That is how every single client should be treated, okay? If you're doing email readings, you need to have everything on your computer set up that cannot, if it's hacked, it's all encrypted. You have to take people's personal issues and security and identification and morals and lives and all of the above. You need to take that super seriously, okay? And these were things that when I was speaking about to a few different people, not just the gorgeous goddesses that came to my workshop, but just there, but other people that have been teaching or coaching tarot. I do tarot coaching, so coaching. And these are people that when I do bring up different scenarios where they're like, seriously, people could come and ask me that, I'm like, absolutely. You know, people will not go looking for help unless they're, I'll say desperate for maybe the lack of using a different word, but you're desperate to know the answer of something, you know, you want help. That is when you'll go and see it, because you are not going to go and tell your personal business to just anybody. They're coming to you completely confidence, okay, for one. You cannot discuss anything that goes on in a tarot reading. You know, you cannot discuss the ins and outs of something. I mean, if you were discussing with someone that was like another tarot reader, or you're teaching anyone and you're saying, well, people will come because, you know, you end up being relationship counsellor, sex therapist, financial guidance, you know, business guidance. Oh, do you know where I'm going? You know where I'm going with that. You end up being all of that. You have people that will come to you because, you know, they've been trying for a family and they're just, you know, so they want you to pull the cards. And a lot of people won't do pregnancy readings. And I completely understand that they don't want to have that kind of responsibility on their shoulders. I will do them, but not where I'm predicting a pregnancy. If I feel super strongly, I will say, you know, like going with the cards and going with intuition, I could say, you know, I can see maybe a certain time of the year, but because of the seasons, because of the numbers, you know, when you're using some numerology in your readings, you know, things like that. I would say, depending on the situation, I don't do it for everyone who comes to me, and I'll always say I am not predicting this. Another thing, I do get a lot of people messaging me, and it's actually a shame the amount of people that have messaged me over the years, that have maybe got a relative or a friend with cancer, and they just want me to know, are they going to get better? Are they going to die? Things like that. And that is heartbreaking, you know, and nobody at all should be given any kind of advice like that. You know, nobody knows these things. And it's about answering their message, not ignoring them, because these people are desperate. They're in such they're having such a traumatic time in their life, and they're just looking for a wee bit of help or a wee bit of comfort, you know. And it's about just answering them as nicely as you can, to say that you and nobody else should ever be answering anything like that, you know, and sending them lots of love, and maybe, you know, asking them to go with the patient and maybe speak to doctors or speak to like Macmillan cancer nurses or people who are trained to deal with this situation. There's always, it's not all about money. Yes, we get paid. I'm sure I've spoke to that about that before, the whole getting paid and having a gift. Like I said before, you know, I can never be a brain surgeon, so, and I don't expect them to do their job for free. Okay, so you know, it's about you realising that morals have to come before payment, okay, and giving these people the best advice that you can, and that would be to go to the people who deal with these situations. You know, a doctor won't say to someone, oh, you go to your tarot reader for that, you know, so you cannot take their place. You have to just be very gentle and just really work with morals, okay. Another thing is, again, just brushing on that, the confidentiality. Please do not ever discuss. It's different if you're discussing a topic, like I've said, if someone's coming to you saying, you know, maybe I'd love to have a family, you know, or like people looking for relationship advice, people looking for financial advice. You're just covering a topic. You're not covering what someone has actually came and said to you, okay? You cannot discuss anything. Everything must be treated as confidential as anything. And make sure you've got insurance. If you are taking money, if you are taking payment, you have to be insured, you know. Another thing as well, if you're giving out that kind of advice, like I know that a lot of people are saying, and it does frustrate me a wee bit, but, you know, everybody, I suppose, have got their moral standing is different, isn't it? So, again, if you're predicting to someone that they're going to get pregnant and they don't, or you're not going to get pregnant and they do, and maybe they didn't want to, or, you know, you don't know, they could then come and say to you, well, you had no right saying that, you told me this and you told me that, and they can go and get legal advice on that. And I don't know if some of you have actually even thought about that, you know, what you say. Some people are in a very vulnerable situation. They're going to take literally every single word that you say, and they're going to run with that. You have to be very, very, very careful. You always have to protect yourself as much as you're protecting the client. Okay, so I just wanted to cover that. So make sure that you are insured. You need that. You need insurance if you're going to go and do events and things like that anyway. So just make sure that you have yourself covered. Cover your back constantly with morals, because I have people come to me who have went to other readers, and I don't ever put down any other readers, but the other readers do have different moral standings from mine, and they've came and said, well, this reader predicted a specific date and blah blah blah, or they've said this, you know, and it didn't happen. You know, there's a lot of things that if someone's in a really vulnerable place where they can say, well, do you know what, I paid you and you said this and you said that and that didn't happen, and I'm going to go and get legal advice on it. Now when anyone else in a position of responsibility say that to someone, and they're, you know, and something doesn't turn out the way that it was meant to, or the way that they have said, that person is, you know, they are in the right to go and get some legal advice on that. So please always be very vigilant when it comes to your moral standing and the words that you are using. Okay, so these were just a few things that I thought was quite important, and I thought, you know, I'm going to put these into a video. I really do think that's really important. But getting back to just looking at the cards as well, a lot of people, you know, guys, I am so itchy. I think, do you know, I don't know about any use, but I know I'm a fidgeter, and I don't know if I'm more aware when I'm making a video of just how fidgety I am. And I think I'm just like that all day long, and I don't even understand why. But I don't even realise until I'm making these videos just how fidgety and touchy I'm. Always touch my face. And I'm just back for Glastonbury, but I'll talk about all the things I brought back with me for then. One of the reasons, probably touching my face so much. But anyway, right, so someone was asking me about energy. How can you pick up an energy? How do you know, like, if you're doing an email reading and blah blah blah? Like, you know, that's just something that you will learn. We're all intuitive, okay? So we're all intuitive, and how that works is the more we use it, the better understanding it we are, the more we recognise it, and the more we recognise thoughts and energies that are not ours. And how I always describe it is, sometimes if we walk into a room, a pub, a restaurant, a shop, someone's house, anywhere at all, and as soon as you walk in, you go, oh, I don't get a good feeling here, I don't get a good feeling. We always recognise a negative energy, and we always say it's not ours, right? So we'll go, oh, something's not good in here, somebody's feeling something, right? And we always recognise it's not ours. But when something's good, if you walk into a room and you go, oh, God, I get a wee sudden buzz of excitement. Oh, I wonder what's going to happen. Oh, I'm going to get good. I need to put a lottery ticket on. I've seen myself saying that a few times as well. Oh, this is good. Oh, I really feel great. Oh, it's amazing how that just happened. And we own it, right? We own it. We take it on as ours, but it probably isn't ours. It's the same way you've walked into somewhere and it's someone else that's left that there. So when you start zoning in on your intuition and your own energies, when you actually start having a relationship with yourself and your energy and your intuition, you recognise yours from someone else's, right? So that's the only thing that I can say. I could say loads more. I could probably talk for about an hour on just that alone, but just to kind of summarise all that, the more that you are using your intuition, the better at it you become, okay? And the more you will be able to recognise other people's energies and your own, and that's it, really, okay? So you know, the more, a lot of people will say they're a psychic reader, and I never use that term. That's okay, they can use that term if they like. You know, so a lot of people are like, I'll work with either they'll be clairvoyant, where they are like, it's very visionary, or clairsentient, where it's all about the feelings. And I definitely work in the clairsentient things. Clear audio sometimes, mostly not. I don't like the feelings of working with spirit. That's really weird, isn't it? Like, so I wouldn't do medium work. I've sat in circle and I have never done a mediumship demonstration. Like, I've not done that. I've been in like sat in circle, like development groups. Can I get that word out there? The development groups, and I love doing that, and I love it when other people are there because I feel safe. And I can let my guard down and totally relax, knowing that other people are there to help guide me if I'm maybe stuck. And you'll know if you've ever done it, you'll know what I mean by stuck. You just can't seem to snap out of something, or you can't release whatever it is that's on you out, so they can help. So I don't like the feeling, but sometimes when I'm doing cards I'll really get, you know, I always do a wee meditation and the cleansing before and after it. But like, so sometimes you'll maybe hear things, but what I get mostly is the feeling of things. Okay, so that's just a few things there. So I'm going to leave that there. That's just my wee bit about the responsibilities of a tarot reader. Right, I just thought it was important that I shared that. Now most of you will already know. Some people will think, oh, never thought of that, never thought of that. Actually, you're quite right. I'm going to scratch my face again, guys, sorry. I'm a fidgeting footerer. Anyway, so I'm just back from Glastonbury, guys. Everybody knows how much I love Glastonbury. I didn't do a wee bit, I didn't really do any vlogging down there, I'll be honest. I went down with the full intentions of doing it, took my tripod, was like, right, that's it, I'm going to go all these places. But I also took my dog. I have the most gorgeous wee fluffy Bichon who hates to walk. So just round about now, what I'll do is insert a couple of things, just a couple of bits and pieces that I've filmed that I did do from the tent because we went camping, and I'll do that here. Good morning. Good morning. Do you want out? Do you want out? Good morning. Good morning, sleepyhead. Our wee camping set up. You know, I was going to like turn around and I will let people see what the inside looks like. It's a bit messy. Messy campers. My wardrobe. And our gorgeous view of the tour. What an amazing sight to wake up to. It's an amazing sight to wake up to, isn't it? There's people up there already. Maybe we'll go up. Keep saying this ever since we got here, but maybe we'll go up for sunset. We'll see what our energy levels are like. Finn's going to need a holiday from this holiday. Okay, so now that you've seen that, we camped in a campsite. It was Glastonbury Caravan and Camping. I think that's what it's called. I'll leave a wee link because it is a beautiful campsite. I think there's like there's a few spaces. There's about maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 maybe spaces for like caravans, motorhomes, and there's 8 pitches for tents, and it's right at the bottom of Glastonbury tour. Right, so it was fabulous just getting the tent. I was so excited. I was absolutely buzzing from the minute we arrived. It was just like, yes, let's get the tent up. We'll have it turned round, not where everybody, you know, even when you go somewhere, people always just pitch like facing on, like there's like when you go in, there's like a big path, right, and then there's the pitches are here, okay, and people all had their tents facing like towards each other. That's quite sociable, I suppose. No, me, I had mine turned round. I wasn't there. I mean, I was gabbing away to the other campers, but I was there to see the tour, right? So I wanted to wake up in the morning, see the tour. I wanted to sit at my tent and see the tour. So that was what I did. And I still went round and had a wee chat with some of them. it was mostly foreign people, so I couldn't really, my chatting was limited, but however, it was absolutely gorgeous little site, absolutely worth it, and it was like £15 a night. Wow, usually I'm about £70, £75 a night down in Glastonbury, so that was quite good as well. But this year, this year I was so out my way, I was out my zone. I really did enjoy it, so don't think that I didn't. I absolutely enjoyed it. So watching the weather, I was weather watching before we went, and it was like, it was going to be rain, it was going to be cloudy, it was going to be raining, it was going to be kind of sunny and cloudy, and the weather just changed so much. When we went down there, basically the whole time it was scorching, absolute scorching, and we're from Scotland, and we're taps off at 13 degrees up here, right? That's summer. So I know we did get a wee bit warm. I think it maybe got up to, quite a bit actually, maybe a month or so ago. But that's very rare. If we get over 20, that's actually quite rare as well. We don't get that too often. Apart from last year, that was like the whole of the UK was like sweltering last year. But we don't often get it that warm. But down there it was absolutely roasting. So I've got our wee Bishan who absolutely hates walking. So he was there, and we were about a couple of miles. I mean, you actually don't realise how far it is from the high street. It's probably about 2 miles. So we're having to carry him a lot. And I'd actually bought one of these dog carriers, and I'll insert the picture of that now. So as you can see, it's like a baby carrier. And I had him in that, so that was quite funny as well. Cause like, but do you know what? It made a lot of people smile and laugh, so that was good, isn't it? It's always good to kind of pass on some good vibes. So that was good, and he's just this white fluffy. It was just sitting there like this. Hey, I don't need to walk. This is fabulous. Had to buy him this week, you know, the cooling vests that you wet and then put on them to keep him cool. So for when he was walking, which wasn't a lot. So it kind of changed the whole dynamics of my weekend. So we couldn't get into Charleswell Gardens. What I didn't know until the day that we got home was I could have taken him in to the Abbey. So that's a shame. I'm quite disappointed with that, because that was the biggest one that when I kind of was looking to see where I could take him, and getting advice a lot of other people, and they were saying, no, you can't take him in the Abbey, and I was like, oh, that's a shame, because they've got beautiful orchards in there, they've got badgers in there. It's just gorgeous. It would just be nice to get a nice wee picnic and just go in and chill out in the Abbey, you know. I think it's like £7 or something to get in, but you're there all day and you've got the ruins. You can be in there as long as you like, and it would have just been lovely just to spend quite a few hours there. So I'm a wee bit gutted with that. The tour was just a no-no, because there's no way that he would have walked up there. I had all these plans that he was going to go up the tour. I really wanted him to get the energy of the tour. But I suppose we were camping at the bottom of it, so I suppose we still all got the energy. And it was the Goddess conference, so we woke up with them, and it was Litha. So we got to, it wasn't Litha, it was Lammas. Even know where I am, but anyway, so we woke up to them, you know, drumming up the sunrise. So that was like 2 days in a row, and we got drummed up with the sunrise, and it was fantastic. Absolutely loved it. We couldn't get into Charleswell Garden. Another thing that I like to get in, took him into White Spring, but he was just not liking it. He just was not liking the vibe in there. So I was like, no, you need to come in, you need to experience this. And I was getting my socks and my shoes off, and I was getting my feet wet, and he was just like, not liking it, don't like it at all. So we had to take him out of that, and then it was just like, do you know what, all this walking, it was so boring. So that's not happening again, guys. We're not taking the wee Poochie, and it's a shame, because we were away. This is the longest we've been away for a few years. And that was the reason why I wanted to take him, because he's my baby, and when he misses us and we miss him, so we didn't want to be away from him for that long. Travelling, it was about 9 hours going down from where we live to Glastonbury, and we stopped a couple of times, but he was amazing all the way down, amazing all the way back, which another thing we were dreading. But he had always seat belted in, but we had him seat belted in his bed, rather than just a wee box car seat thing. He was so comfy, he was super comfy, and there was cushions in the back, so he was just like at his element. He was more than happy, and where he could see out the front, and he could see out the side windows, so he was fine with that. But I definitely don't feel as if I've had my fix. I've had my high street fix, but I don't feel like I've had my Glastonbury fix. So yeah, I'm not disappointed, I'm not going to say that, but it was certainly different, and I don't adapt well to change. I don't adapt well to change at all. I do like my routines, I must admit. I like to go and see loads of new things, but if I've planned something out, then I want to kind of do that, you know, and because we've never done that, we'd like, oh. But anyway, it's one of the things. Still had a good time, but I did get a few things when I was down there, so I'm going to share that. We didn't really go do shopping. I don't really go into the shops really when I go to Glastonbury. I'll maybe go into the odd one or two, like I'll go into Star Child, which I didn't go into. Usually go in there for incense and sage and things, because I absolutely love their moon incense. I make incense, but I love theirs, their own recipe for the moon. So if you've never tried it, get it. It's absolutely gorgeous. What else where do I normally go? Happy Glastonbury. Absolutely love that shop. So I did go in there. I went into the Goddess Temple shop, because I always go in there as well. Always, even if I don't get anything. I don't think I've ever been in and not bought anything, to be honest, but I tend not to. Of course, the wonky broomstick is there again this year, you know, after having a wee hiatus from Glastonbury for a year or two maybe. They're back and they sell some of my products, so it was really nice. I'll insert a wee picture here, and as you can see, some of their products in the window. So absolutely delighted with that. It was lovely. It was just nice to see my stuff is in Glastonbury. So that got me quite excited. Where else did we go? I think I covered my favourites, and of course the Georgian Pilgrim pub, which I could take Finn into, and that's where we just love getting in there. We love the atmosphere of the place. It's such an old place, but so we love the atmosphere of it. The staff are always amazing, the food is fab, and we just love it. So we managed to get the same table every time we went in. The other pub that's our favourite is the Hooder Thunket, right? So we didn't do Hawthorns this year. Now normally in Hawthorns we always go in there on the Sunday, because it's a Sunday afternoon between 5 and 7, and it's basically like a kind of like an open mic type thing, and it's fab. So obviously we had the dog, and we could take the dog in, but it's quite a small place, and we thought we would have needed kind of like earphones or something for him, because he's not used to that. Now he does love the pub. We have a hotel at the bottom of our street, and we walk past, and sometimes we'll go in and we'll sit in the beer garden, or we'll just go in. We take him in with us, so he loves it. He does love the pub. He just people watches. He just sit there and people watch all day. No, not that we're going all day, but you know what I mean. He'll just sit there for as long as we're in there, and he'll just people watch. So he loves that. Where else did we go? The Blue Note. So we went in the Blue Note. We sat round the back, as I call it, the Goddess Square. I don't actually know what that wee square would be, but anyway, I'll call it the Goddess Square. You've got the Goddess Temple above the Blue Note, and you've got the Goddess Temple shop, and Star Child is not there, so that's really quite weird, because when you sit outside the Blue Note, it's usually buzzing with people getting in and out of Star Child, and you get the smell of Star Child, so that was kind of weird. Star Child had moved on to the high street, so yeah, it was kind of shame. I really liked the shop that we're in. It was just really nice. So a lot of changes this year in Glastonbury. A lot of changes. Some of the shops that are no longer there, and yeah, but I still love it. I love Somerset. Avalon is definitely my spiritual home. Definitely. So anyway, I got a few things when I was down. What did I get? I got some clothes. I went into one of the shops and I always end up picking up some clothes when I'm down there. So I got some trousers, and what else did I get? I went into the Goddess Temple shop. Now I love hares. Of course I love hares. I love green men. I love witches. I love hares. And I love the goddess. So yeah, pretty much if there's anything got witch, goddess or hare on it, and then it's mine. Oh yes, it is mine. So I picked up this. I didn't actually realise. I'm going to lift this out. Sorry for a wee second. I'd already lifted that bit out so that I wouldn't make a noise. So this is called The Cregan White Hare by Hannah Willow. Right, so that's like the back. These are probably going to get that bit to front. Right, so, and this is it. So it's a tea towel, but I never bought it as a tea towel. I'm going to hang it up as a hanger. So how gorgeous is that, guys? Right, I'm just lying myself back here. How absolutely gorgeous is this? Like, so you can get a full look at it. How gorgeous is that? As soon as so this cost £12 from the Goddess Temple shop. I don't know if they'll have them online, but I dare say they had a few different ones, not just this, but this. I can't even remember the other ones I had, because as soon as I seen this, I was like, I'm having it. Some of the like the sculptures in there as well was just absolutely gorgeous. But however, I didn't get anything else. I really just didn't want to buy things for the sake of buying it. I'm never usually like that. Normally when I go down, it's the bookshops. Me and my husband will go into the bookshops and we can spend ages. Guys, if you happen to come across this video and you own a bookshop, get a wee space if you can, with a wee table and chairs, and serve some coffee, and we'll be in there spending all day. You're missing a trick here. We love the books. We could just spend for hours, like honestly hours, going through all the books and reading them, and usually we come home with a wee pile between the two of us. But we didn't do it this year because we had Finn with us. But anyway, this was my tea towel. Absolutely delighted with that, and it's £12 out of the Goddess Temple shop. So how many they have, I don't know, because they had so many hanging up, and then when you just told them what you wanted and they just picked it from underneath. Okay, so that was that. I then got, as if I've not got enough goddess things, I got another goddess pendant, not the chain, the pendant. So let me see. So this was just a gorgeous, gorgeous one. I absolutely love, honestly. So I just took this off so that you could see it, but this was just a chain I had because it was just a pendant I bought. But I absolutely love it, and I've had it on since I came home. I never had a chain with me when I was down there, so as soon as I came home, I was like whipping out a chain and getting it on. Okay, so another thing that I got a new drum. I got a new drum. So I got a new drum. Listen to the tone on that. How fabulous. Now, I don't eat meat, guys. I just don't eat meat. But this is goat skin, and I wanted one with an animal skin on it. I normally, that's the back of it. So I don't even know the size of this. All my measuring tapes are all downstairs. I knit and crochet, guys, and I've got so many measuring tapes. I'll put a link in. I'll put a link in to let you know if you desperately want to know the size of it. But the reason why I picked this one, I always thought if I was going to get a new drum, I would get, can you hear the vibrations of my voice on this? So I always thought if I got another drum, I would get maybe like a stag, like deer. I really feel like, especially with a stag and a hare, are definitely my spirit animals, definitely, and ravens and crows. I know they're kind of part of the same family, but definitely stag and hares, and that would probably make me quite shamanic, wouldn't it? And I wouldn't even say I was a massive shamanic person, but I think we're all probably got quite a bit of shamanism in us, maybe. I don't really know. But anyway, I've become a lover of shungite as well. That's a shamanic stone. So maybe I'm heading down that path. But this is goat. And the reason why I picked this one up is because I wanted a painted drum. So I wanted one that was, I'm going to put it down now because I'm vibrating, I'm echoing, I'm acousticing. So I'm going to put it down. So I wanted one that I could get painted. I've got a friend who is absolutely amazing at painting. If you want to check her out, if you go into Etsy, her store is Mystic Heart, Mystic with a Y and a K, Heart. Her paintings are absolutely gorgeous actually, and I'll just show you. This is one of her cushions. See, I mean, her paintings are beautiful. So that's one of hers. She does. I never come on here to show you off, Linda, so I'm awfully sorry that I'm showing you off here, but this is a goddess. This is another one. So this is my tarot, my Thoth cards are in this one. And the cards that I read with are in this one, my witches, the Green Witch Tarot. So you see how amazing she is. So I was like, I know that I'll have a goddess on it, but she does this one as well, and it's 3 witches. And I'm like, oh, I don't know what to do. So maybe I'll have a chat with her and I'll say, right, how can I incorporate a goddess and the witches as well, and the moon, and maybe a hare. Maybe the green man, I don't know, maybe they can all be maybe they can all be there celebrating the summer solstice, because that's when I got married. So maybe you can have, so Linda, if you're watching, right, the 3 witches with the goddess, a green man and a hare, maybe with Stonehenge, maybe, I don't know. I'll definitely be tagging you in this video, that's for sure. You know I love you. Our artwork is just fabulous. So there's a wee task. So that was why I wanted a light drum. But apart from that, recently, a couple of my recent buys, and I was trying to think, I thought, what have I been buying lately? Because I've not really been doing anything lately, to be honest with you. But a couple of things I have bought, obviously they're going to be pagan related. This is my goddess. So this is by Wynne Abbott. If you're watching this, the chances that you know who Wynne Abbott is quite high. Oh, excuse me. So this is my goddess. This is a goddess hanger, but this one is quite thick. So I can't really get it hung up. So I'll need to try and get a bigger bit. But anyway, it's been sitting on my altar. So she's absolutely gorgeous. Chicken knockers, very curvy. That's what I love, because women come in all different shapes. We're not all stick thin and we're not all big, right? So it's very curvy, and that's why I loved it. Very love it. I very love it. Anyway, so I got these 2 wee bowls as well. So these are just wee altar bowls. This one I'm using for water. This one I'm using for the salt. So. And these were about £5 each. This one I paid this one I paid 25. I did notice they were in the Goddess Temple shop for £22. So that I find strange. I would have thought if anything would have been dearer there, but however. So if you like that, check out Wynne Abbott or check out the Goddess Temple shop. I don't know if they had these bowls in the Goddess Temple shop, because I said like I didn't buy these in Glastonbury. I bought these before. But that's all, apart from another little thing. I will maybe tag her underneath this as well. I went and bought, God, my brain is away today. I can't think what the name of anything is. So this is what I bought. Oh my God, that's so bad. I can't remember what you call this. How bad is that? Guys, listen, anyway, you put it here. I'm hormonal today, right? I'm like super having a goddess day. But anyway, so it's a moon, crescent moon with a little jewel hanging from it, and I thought, oh, I wanted this to put here and to wear at Glastonbury, because I'm not usually a kind of jewel person or a kind of jewellery person or anything like that. I'll use maybe like kind of beads and things, but as soon as I seen that, I thought, oh wow, that is absolutely gorgeous. That's terrible, I can't remember the name, but do you know what? I'll have put it here anyway, so it's absolutely fine. Like I say, I'm having a goddess day, guys. Like, it can't be helped. Flown like the wind. Right. So I got that recently, but do you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to order the gum and the gum remover, so this never got going with me. So I'm a wee bit gutted with that. but the lady who made it is called Rachel, and she's absolutely gorgeous. So I will put a wee link down to her Facebook page, and you can go and check her out because her stuff is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, and I loved that because it was a wee crescent moon. So I think that is about all that I'm going to cover for just now anyway. So I thank you very much for coming to join me. Thank you very much for boring you, but please, this is a wee disclaimer, please always be aware that any of the opinions or anything that I give on here are always just my opinions. You are completely entitled to have your own opinions, your own thoughts, you know. I was going to say there's no right and no wrong to tarot, but of course there is. There's loads. But I just thought it was quite worthwhile making a wee video about it. And of course it's quite long because right now I'm sitting at 43 minutes. And I'll probably not edit much out, to be honest with you. So it's just another longing, right? Just another longing. So thank you for joining me. Give me a wee thumbs up if you liked the content. Subscribe to my channel, ding the wee bell so you get notifications, and come back. So right now I'm away to edit the rest of this ancestry video. I put the witch trials. So whereabouts in Scotland am I talking about? Blessed be.